Hello everyone, today we will open up the second one of the second wave of Guild Kit decks, the Orzhov Syndicate. Right, you can already guess what's in here, and I'm most interested at the pamphlet, but let's take a look at the other stuff first. A sticker with the logo of the Azorius, a deck box in which one fully sleeved deck fits. 60 cards, obviously. And of course, the pamphlet with the deck list, Teysa art, logo, and the most interesting thing, the 4 pillars of the Orzhov Syndicate. Right, so we have wealth, immortality, influence, and respect. Wealth. Our wealth was the first thing to draw you in, was it not? No need to demur, our lavish clothes and palatial homes are no accident. We are proud to display our enviable resources for all to see. We provide for our members handsomely, and those with sharp judgment, such as yourself, can clearly see the many benefits of attaining good standing with the syndicate. Immortality. A higher rank within the syndicate correlates directly to a longer lifespan. If we take care of our own in ways that far surpass the other guilds, if you honor those above you, abide by our rules, and bring value to the guild, you will find yourself richer in more than just material ways. The Obsidat, the highest among us, have achieved their true immortality. And one day you may ascend to even that lofty caste. Influence. Surely you have noticed whose hands truly hold the reins of power in Ravnica. Rather than perform grand displays of leadership, we collect adepts, favors, and information that allow us to prevent or set in motion chains of pivotal events. Though many citizens may not be aware, Ravnica would not be what it is today without the guidance of the Orzhov Syndicate. Then respect. As a new member, it is of paramount importance that you show respect to your superiors. Our elegant hierarchy is founded on mutual respect. You will incur trifling debts here and there as you rise through the Orzhov ranks. Repaying them in a timely manner is an essential way to demonstrate your respect. Soon, you will be the one collecting debts from others. Well, there you have it. The debt collectors / church. Right, so we here have a spin down, dark blue and black with white numbers. Very pretty. And of course, the pin as well, also quite nice. On to the deck. We have Teysa, the Orzhov Scion. For 3, it's a 2/3, and she says sacrifice 3 white creatures, exile target creature. And whenever another black creature you control dies, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Alright, that's that. I've always been a fan of Teysa, the new one and the old one. Great card. Right, so we start off with the Orzhov Pontiff, which is 3 mana 1/1 with Haunt. When this creature dies, exile it, haunting target creature. Right. When Orzhov Pontiff enters the battlefield or the creature it haunts dies, choose 1. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, or creatures you don't control get -1/-1 until end of turn. Teysa Karlov, the new one. Great card as well. For 4, it's a 2/4. If a creature dying causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time, and creature tokens you control have Vigilance and Lifelink. Ghost Council of Orzhova. For 4, it's a 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. And therefore 1, sacrifice a creature, exile Ghost exile Ghost Council of Orzhova. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. The Pontiff of Blight. For 6 is a 2/7 with Extort, and other creatures you control have Extort. Skeletal Vampire. For 6, it's a 3/3 flying, and when it enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 black bat creature tokens with flying. For 5, sacrifice a bat and create 2 more. Then sacrifice a bat, regenerate Skeletal Vampire. Treasury Thrall. For 6, it's a 4/4 with Extort, and when it attacks, you may return target artifact, creature, or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Then we have a Death Pact Angel. For 6, it's a 5/5 flying, and when she dies, create a 1/1 white and black cleric creature token. It has, for 6, sacrifice this creature, return a card named Death Pact Angel from your graveyard to the battlefield. Right, that's pretty cool. Angel of Despair. For 7, it's a 5/5 flying, and when she enters the battlefield, destroy target permanent. Ah yes, Smothering Tithe. Very awesome card. For 4, it's an enchantment. When an opponent draws a card, they may pay 2. If they don't, you create a colorless treasure token that you can sacrifice for mana. Ethereal Absolution. For 6, it's an enchantment. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Creatures your opponents control get -1/-1. And then for 4, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. If it was a creature card, you create a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying. Then we have Adeptor's Knell. For 7, it's an enchantment, and at the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield you control. Then we have some tokens here. The 1/1 flying spirits, white. We have bats. And we have the cleric we just talked about. And then on the other side, the treasure token, spirit token, black and white. And there you have it. Grand variety of tokens. Right, we have a Plagued Rusalka, which is a 1/1 for 1. And then for 1, sacrifice a creature. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Orzhov Enforcer. For 2, Death Touch, Afterlife 1. And it is a 1/2. Imperious Oligarch. For 2, it's a 2/1 Vigilance with Afterlife 1. We get a couple of these. Pitiless Pontiff. For 2, it's a 2/2 with the ability for 1, sacrifice another creature. And the Pitiless Pontiff gains Death Touch and Indestructible until end of turn. Viscopa Guildmage. For 2, it's a 2/2 with 2 abilities. For 3, you can get a creature lifelink until end of turn. And also for 3, whenever you gain life this turn, each opponent loses that much life. Nice. 2 times. The Ministrant of Obligation. For 3, it's a 2/1 with Afterlife 2. Sin Collector. For 3, a 2/1. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an instant or sorcery card from it and exile that card. Vindictive Vampire. For 4, it's a 2/3 creature. Whenever another creature you control dies, it deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. Keening Banshee. It's a 2/2 for 4 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Basilica Bell Haunt. For 4, it's a 3/4. And when it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card and you gain 3 life. Belfry Spirit. For 5, it's a 1/1 flying with Haunt. And whenever Belfry Spirit enters the battlefield or the creature it haunts dies, create 2 1/1 black bat creature tokens with flying. Then we have the Orzhov Basilica, which is the bounce land for this deck. 4 of those, as always. And then, of course, 4 times the Orzhov Guild Kit. Then we have the Orzhov Plains here. Very pretty cards. 8 of them. And the Orzhov Swamps, also 8. Orzhov Signet, times 2. The Signet of the deck. All of the decks have those cards in them. Then we have an ultimate prize. For 2, it's an instant, and it says destroy target monocolored creature. Final payment. For 2, it's an instant, and as an additional cost to cast this spell, pay 5 life or sacrifice a creature or enchantment, and then destroy target creature. Orzhov Charm. Also, one of these is in each of the guild decks. Not the Orzhov Charm, obviously, but for the corresponding guild. And this one says for 2, it's an instant, choose 1. Return target creature you control and all auras you control attached to it to their owner's hand. Destroy target creature and lose life equal to its toughness, or return target creature with converted mana cost 1 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Then we have a stab wound. For 3. I still think it's quite a comical piece of art, this. It's an aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -2/-2. At the beginning of the upkeep of enchanted creature's controller, that player loses 2 life. Then we have a Mortify for 3. It's an instant, destroy target creature or enchantment. Pillory of the Sleepless for 3. It's also an aura, enchanted creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. And it has, at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life. 1000 Lashes. Ooh. For 4, it's also an aura, also an enchanted creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. At the beginning of the upkeep of enchanted creature's controller, the player loses 1 life. It's a little bit similar to the Pillory of the Sleepless, if you ask me. Then we have a Consecrate and Consume. The Consecrate side is for 2, it's an instant. Exile target card from a graveyard, draw a card. And Consume for 4, it's a sorcery. Target player sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. You gain life equal to its power. Well, there you have it, the Orzhov deck. It haunts, it brings stuff back, and it extorts. Thank you all for watching. See you guys tomorrow when we open up the next of these decks. Bye bye.